Welcome to the stream, chat. How y'all doing today? Evidently, all around the internet and YouTube, it is Resident Evil Day. I am slightly mad at a bunch of these creators who put out videos day of or slightly day before the game is out and stuff like that. It's making me a little upset, just annoyed, really. Because it's like, all right, yeah, you got the game early, whatever. Um, Capcom likes you and they let you have the game early, but bruh, did you have to release your video day of? Like, let me play it first, bruh. Excuse me. I just housed meatball sub for no reason at all, except for I'm so fat. I just housed the meatball sub chat. Yeah. I don't know, man. Like I've been waiting for this game. Got reminded that it comes out this month, so I've been looking forward to it and all that goodness. And like the day before, all my favorite streamers and YouTubers, man, have putting out videos of it. Like, bro, I can't watch none of y'all's content. I don't want to be spoiled. I want to be like y'all and experience it for the first time. I can't experience it for the first time if I watch someone else play it. Like I wish so many of them, and like most of them don't like live stream it, and like, hey, that's fine. I don't care if you don't and you make a video on it. Just wait till the day after or day of, like when it releases. Like it releases at midnight. Like I'm able to play it at midnight. Like, 15 minutes from now. And like I can't watch none of y'all's content, man, because this is gonna be spoilers. And like I love experiencing stuff for the first time. And you know what else I love? I love watching people experience things for the first time. To see if they get a weird face or something else may happen. Like evidently a long time ago, me and Ink were watching Sharknado 2. Sharknado 2 or Sharknado 3. It was one of those. And like I predicted like the end of like the Sharknado series, like how far they were gonna go. Like before it actually went there, I was like, well, that's the logical. Like if they keep on heightening this thing to like the parody level it is, like yeah, of course it's gonna go to this. Don't worry, Chad. Don't worry. That was my last soda. See, I got the thirsty jug over here. Yeah, but like, come on, bro. Like, at least have it so that it comes out like at midnight or some shit like that. Like when it's at your release, man, so that I can enjoy it. Because like I want to watch Max do it because he's like very funny and all that shit when he plays it, but I can't watch him because he's fucking playing it. Generally, I don't care about being spoiled about stuff. Like, oh, you can tell me something about a movie, but like, even if I know what the twist is and stuff like that, I do enjoy the storytelling of running up to it. Like, does the movie and or game, because this applies to movies too, do the movies and or game show you a way to figure it out? Like whoever made this thing, I hope that they have like at least a little decency and not try to dumb it down or say, oh, you were too stupid to get it. That's why we had to tell you like in this like information blurb and shit like that. Like, oh, you're too dumb, audience member, to get it. Like, no, if I don't get it, that's your fault. Film director, writer, director, producers, everyone who made this movie, that's y'all's fault. It's the movie's fault that I don't get it. Yeah, get why blah 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 is doing this, or what happened at the end and shit like that. Like, no, no, no. You didn't give me, like, prime example from my youth and when I learned, like, how I learned to become slightly more critical of movies and be not scared to say, like, yo, that shit sucked. Was the movie Along Came a Spider with Morgan Freeman, Ashley Judd, and Carrie Elways. That movie's old as dirt. It's a pretty alright movie. For the most part, like, it's a thriller. Like, this dude's kidnapping women and, like, cutting them up and doing other shit to them and all this other stuff. And Carrie Elwes is the only girl that was able to ever escape him, and, like, they need her help so that they can find this other chick and shit like that, and to find him. I may have to do a rewatch, but I remember they gave you nothing about who the fucking killer is. I at the end I was like, wait, it's you? How the fuck was I supposed to figure out that you were the killer? There was no clues whatsoever that you were the killer. Like, if I would have actually thought this person was a killer, I'd be like saying it in a joking manner, like, oh, of course you know it's him, bruh. Of course you know it's him because he's blah 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 blah. Not for no real reason, but it's just like, oh, it's just a funny thing to say, like, oh, he's the killer, right? Because blah 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 is always does it and shit like that. Ugh. But no, that's not the way it is. I was very mad. I was like, wait, what? He's the mastermind? How? How was I supposed to know that he was the mastermind? There was no clues what, and, like, I watched that with a bunch of people and none of them could explain to me how we were supposed to know that. Like, oh, it's supposed to be a twist. Like, no, it's a shitty twist. It's a shitty twist. You know why? Because there's no clues. There's no clues that might be a twist. Like, yeah, like, in a movie or video game, you don't want the audience to get ahead of it, but you kind of do want to get them to get ahead of it, just so that you can implant the idea in their mind and they feel like really good. We're like, oh yeah, bro, I figured, like, oh, and they all start comparing notes and shit like that. I was like, oh, well, what told me was blah 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 blah. Well, what told me that it was this was da 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 da. No one likes to be left in the dark with no clues. Like, yeah, you can leave me in the dark, but, like, you know, leave me something to, like, be able to find my way out. Even if it's the most sadistic way possible, bro. Like, if you leave at least a little bit of a clue to give me that fresh hope that it's this, and even if you, like, pull the rug out of me and say, ha ha, it's not that. I'm cool with that. But lead me somewhere. Don't just, like, be showing me stuff. Like, basically, like, that movie was really not about the police, about how they caught this dude at all. No, no, it was just about Ashley Judd being a scared white woman because she was kidnapped, all right? Well, a scared woman in general, because, like, the girl that you're trying to find is, like, a black girl. And, that's cool. Like, he had a very specific taste about him. I don't know. I can't remember it all. I might have to give that movie another watch. But I already know the end. So, like, I really didn't enjoy it when I watched it. So I'm like, nah, I'm not gonna watch it. It's not like me watching Fight Club all the time and just, like, noticing shit and, like, being like the little kid, like, when you watch the movie or a TV show when you're a little kid and you wanted to be that. That's where how I judge movies. Like, bruh, like, I saw The Matrix and I wanted to be fucking Neo. And it was like, oh, are we in the Matrix? Like, if we are, bruh, are you a Neo or not? Me personally, bruh, I would be a Neo and questioning everything and trying to find out the limits of my power. Not being sad and shit. I'd be trying to do everything, bro. Just like if magic was fucking real, bro. My dude, my dude. I if I pass away and I get isekai somewhere, as long as I retain my memories, bro. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. I'm inventing everything, and I'm becoming the strongest. Like what? Hopefully you get isekai as the protagonist because like that'd really suck if you got isekai as a background character. Ooh, that'd be the worst. But I don't know. If you are a background character, then like if you notice you're a background character, can you make yourself a background character? Like one of the stars of the show? Might be able to. They kind of do that sometimes. They make one background character stand out. I was like, nah, she a star or he a star. We're gonna make him like really loyal to him and shit like that. I don't know. I do not know. Me no no. That's some old shit, bro. Y'all ain't gonna know about that. That's some old shit. Uh, but yeah, like now I'm sitting here with you great people. Thank you again for being here. Uh, yeah, I think we're gonna make well. See, I want to play games with my little brother, but his old bitch ass plays them during the daylight because he's got a nighttime bartending job. Me, I am just a degenerate who loves staying up until the sun comes up. If I could sleep during the times of the burning sun, chat, I'd be fine. Even though I love it, I do love going outside. I love going outside. I actually like the sun on me and shit like that. Even if it's hot as all hell, bro. It's like as oppressive as it is sometimes in the swamp heat, bro. It does feel good to be out there. You don't have to be working or anything like that. What do you mean? Nah, just being out in the sun, catching vitamin D. Catching that sunlight. Really nice. It's nice. It's nice chat. I ain't condoning touching grass because I like being inside. I get a batch of fake grass or I'll touch one of my plants. Like yeah, I touch grass, but that good grass. I touch that good grass. Okay, not that shit with all the bugs. I love mowing it down. Yeah, yeah. We got about 5 more minutes, hopefully. Hopefully, 5 more minutes. Let me just do this real quick, just so there's no funny business. Now, hopefully, this just works out the box, and I don't have the problems I'm having with RE4. Because chat, I would have played RE4 on the way up to this. I could have just played RE4 OG, but I wanted to play the remake. It's slightly cool. That Leon Kennedy, that version of Leon Kennedy is right, but this is like I know of like the OG RE2. I don't know anything about Leon and RE6. I know RE4 Leon. So if this is like Leon of RE4 RE6, then it makes sense with 9, and it keeps on going with. We're back to we're back to Raccoon City, which means we're back to the Umbrella Corporation, and we're not dealing with mold anymore. Like 7 and 8 is like, oh, those the mold files, and they're only linked because of fucking Chris Redfield. That's the only reason why they're linked. It's like it's a Chris Redfield story that you're not playing Chris as. It's kind of weird. Like, it's a little strange to me. It's a little strange to me that, like, that Ari, like, 1 to 6 is about like the Redfields, Leon Kennedy, Valentine, and their fight against like Albert Wesker, right? And like, I think 6 is just loosely like, oh yeah, like one of them's like Wesker's kid or some shit like that, which is like, Wesker had a kid who's that old? Like, what's going on? It's like there's a bunch, like all of them get kind of a wrap up, except for like I heard, like, I never played RE6 because I got disheartened by RE5. He's like, oh, this is a very bad version of RE4. I was like, oh, this is a very bad version of RE4. I I don't know. I might have to give it another playthrough. But like, you got a clanker partner. You know I'm gonna play that with me. My own introverted ass don't have enough. I don't know. I might be able to get. I might be able to get one person to do it. I got. I got to touch base from. Maybe I can get him to be my steady playing partner. Uh, he like he likes like satisfactory shit. I don't know. He's like almost like a real gamer, bro. He's like he tries to find like the optimized route and shit like that. I don't. I kind of just like, hey, it's a video game, right? Yeah, I'm gonna play that shit. Like, if you can get me hooked on it, and like I'm like, oh, I beat that game. Especially like, all right, chat. I come from the era of rented video games, bro. And like, bro, you get that shit for a weekend, and then that's it. So it's like, oh, like I played so many video games because like I rented so many video games. There's so many people on like the internet nowadays who like own a bunch of video games, and you're like, you owned that game? Like there was very few games that I decided to own and like buy with my money. Either I got them as like presents. There was like a couple of times where when I was younger, like, oh, I put what did I put? I put when I lived in Okinawa, I put Sonic and Knuckles on fucking layaway at like 9 years old. I was like 9 and I had it on layaway and like I hustled like money. I hustled money and I bought Sonic and Knuckles. I was even like late on that shit one time. He's like, I couldn't get no money. But I ended up like buying it, bro. Like, oh my god! Like, I was on the base in the beat. I don't know why those adults let my 9-year-old ass fucking put this shit on layaway. Yeah, that's why, like, bro, I have memories like that. So, like, you tell me that like kids are like whatever. I'm like, bro, like as a kid, man, I figured out I got to do this shit on my own sometimes, bro. And like, I just never like asking my parents for like things. He's like slightly like they was like over what money. I'm like, well, what do you want me to do for money? Like I can't mow the lawn. We live on base. And then when we had lived off base, I'm like, there's not a lawn to mow. So like, how am I, as a military kid, how was I supposed to like scam up some money? Like there was no chores to be had. Like what? Washing the dishes? How much you gonna pay me to wash the dishes? Oh, I live here, so I should just wash. Okay, yeah. Like, all right, yeah, yeah, okay, that's the room president, bro. Like, I already live here, so it's like whatever. All right, midnight. Come on, come on, game. You do this shit now. I know when my shit's supposed to come out. The dumb map said midnight. Like, I didn't look at that wrong. Ugh. If I gotta wait till the morning, I'm just gonna go to bed. I'm just gonna go to bed. Oh, you're gonna ruin that mic with that cigarette smoke. Like, what are you fucking talking about, bro? Do you know how many great musicians fucking smoked? You were already supposed to have that shit installed. Oh, now it's unpacking. Gross. Wait, what was all that pre-download bullshit that y'all had me do? Yeah, preload. Like, what is that preloading shit? I gotta sit here and wait for you to unpack it. Ugh, everyone's a liar. Everyone's liars. Yeah, no, but I rented games. It's like, hey, bro, I don't have a source of income because of rents. Kind of believe in chores, kind of don't believe in chores. It's like, well, what chores can I do? Well, you can clean up. What do you mean by clean up? Like, am I allowed to move things? No, I'm not allowed. Not allowed to organize or move things. Then how am I cleaning up? Like, do you have to actually see me do this, or can I just say I did it? But like vacuuming every day, I don't think y'all gonna count that. I don't know. It made me suspicious and weird. Like, oh, I got to do this, and you give me what? It sounds reasonable. Counter offer. Yeah, and it's also more along the lines of where, like, bro, you want what? I don't think it's number like, nah, I ain't doing that. Like, yeah, seems simple enough. I think that's why I also stole shit too, bro. Because I'm like, man, I don't have the money for this, and ain't no way I can get money for this. Like, my birthday ain't coming up. I think that's why I stole stuff in my youth. I'm like, bro, I don't know how else to get this. You can just walk out the store, right? You just gotta hide it. Yeah, we were bad. Me and this dude were bad thieves. We got caught stealing manga. I didn't know my phone number. I didn't know Japanese. Lucky. Used all my luck up in my youth. Don't have any nowadays. Nope. Not a lick. Things happen every once in a while, but yeah, generally no luck. Yeah. That's why I don't really gamble. I would love to, bruh. I know I would have. I'd probably either be super rich gambler or super poor, bro. Gambling would would ruin me either way. That's why I just do it at Spurs. Like, hey, let me just do this real quick. Other than that, nah, won't catch me gambling. Not hardcore anyway. I'll do like a little shit like, oh yeah, well, that seems like fun. I got some money I want to lose or possibly make since I understand something, or the luck finally does give me. The old demo shade luck kicks in every once in a while. That did say, dude, this thing still watching me? Yeah, it's still watching me. 720p for some reason. I don't know, Chad. I wouldn't want to really limit myself to 1440p, bro. Like I kind of want to just stream in 4K. Like talking about, like for real, like just straight up 4K streaming. My computer probably will blow up, but it shouldn't blow up. It's a good computer. I do need some new RAM for it, but from what I hear, RAM's too expensive and slightly overrated now. Why are you focused on this? Why is this more in focus than I am? Probably because I don't have it set as me as the center as I can, but I think this the good side. It's got the dimple. Yeah, I'm just looking at myself. Old broken nose like Hank Hill. Why is this taking so long to unpack? Like, my computer's pushing itself to like 30. Oh, there we go. 50%. Yeah, let's unpack that shit. You're 5900X for sakes, bro. You can do better than that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's a low end conversation. Yeah, so what I heard about this game so far, I'm glad you mentioned that. Is that they want you to play it. They want you to play as the chick in first person view, and then Leon and over classic RE4 over the shoulder view. Which I'll try it out that way first. Uh, probably gonna play this with mouse and keyboard and not controller, just because it's shooting and I want good aim. That and it's way funnier when I panic. I'm trying to move the mouse around and shit like that. They're like, oh, where's it? Where's it? Where's it? uh, Sounds like this shit. Did you see how much of a big old scaredy cat I am? I mean, that's why y'all like watch people play games like are like horror games and stuff like that. To see watch people be scared, or and also be scared yourself. You're like you're watching someone play, so you're watching a movie basically. Yeah, oh shit, that scared me too. Or if you notice something the other person does, and you're like, oh, it's like a real horror movie. Ooh, we might die. Which I believe that's like a brilliant marketing thing because like the last two numbered in the series that aren't remakes, 7 and 8, were first person. That's really good. Um, then on 8 they added a mode where you can play Ethan in like third person and shit like that. And it, from what I can tell, it slightly changes the gameplay a little bit, like because it's the classic RE over the shoulder third person kind of thing. So yeah. Oh. Uh, Ah, the mucus chat. Sorry, I did that in your ears. I don't know what that is at the bottom of my thing. It's like dried water or something like that. But that shows you there's some shit in the water. If it's like that. But I mean, it's the bottom. Like as you see, chat, I don't even touch the fucking bottom. Oh, it's taking so long. Oh, it's taking so long. Yeah, everyone's playing Resident Evil. Yeah, I'm trying to do this as much as I can. I don't know about doing it in one sitting. Might I might just do it in one sitting. I don't know. See, but if I want to play games like that, which I love that idea, like, no, you just play this game until you beat it. I'm like, oh, that seems brilliant. Yes. Yes, let's do that. Like if the game can keep my interest and keep me playing, because that's the way I used to do as a kid, bro. I just stay up. I just play the game until I beat it. Learn different revelations, pausing, getting something to drink, getting something to eat, going right back to it. Yeah, that's and that was my whole childhood right there, bro. Like there was very few games I owned. Like I owned Mortal Kombat. These games that you could play over and over again were the ones that I owned, and games that you could play with others. Except for like no sports games, but like fighting games, like yeah. If I ever got someone over and I'm like, hey, wanna crash over at my house? Well, yeah, let's have a sleepover. Play video games all night. It's a weekend. Ain't no one doing anything on the weekend. So that was great that way, bro. You rent the game for the weekend, you beat it, you're like, yeah. Why? Because you need to know the ending of it and you don't want to rent the game again. Like that's it, plain and simple, bro. It's like, bro, I don't want to rent this game again. And if I really do like it, I'll just fucking buy it or something like that. Like, oh, if I really want to keep this, yeah. That's why like back in the day, GameFly. I loved GameFly. GameFly and old Netflix. Netflix, which I also had see Blockbuster was so dumb to like not go with Netflix with their idea, but they also could see the writing on the wall probably. It's like, no, no, we do this and like our business model is lost forever. Yeah, yeah. It kind of was, but yeah, I kind of wish it never did. Like, going to Blockbuster, looking at all the movies, seeing all the like the bad movies, or the movies that like it's like, oh, this is a tax write-off movie, or this is a fake movie. Like you think you're getting Transformers, but you're getting Transmorphers. Because it's just a robot on the front. You're like, yeah, that looks about right. Like, oh, that's an odd version of the box that they got for Blockbuster. But yeah, yeah, yeah. You realize it's like it's not that movie. You're like, oh, I watched the bad movie. I had tons of those, bro. I used to work at a Blockbuster, bro. Like I had a very good knowledge of like movies because I was the dude who everyone else would send customers when customers like, hey, do you know that movie by that one guy who played in that thing? For somehow, some way, I was able to find their movies. Like, oh, Do you know anything else about this movie? And like from like most of the time from like descriptions, I can like get it. I was like, oh, I think I know which one you're talking about. Because it's like, oh, the character had a very discreet kind of hair and shit like that. I'm like, oh yeah, I've seen that movie. That movie's pretty cool. Because like that was also the other thing. Because living in Okinawa, Japan, on a military base, they had a movie rental place, but everything was like old as shit. Like we get stuff like a year, like 6 months to a year after it's already been out in the States for a while. So you're like, oh, okay. He's like, we got stateside news every once in a while, like, but for a long time, like, Kadena Air Base didn't have fucking cable TV. We just had like the Far East Network and like whatever Japanese show you can catch, unless you had like money and you bought a house on base or you're an officer or something like that. Like, yeah, they would have cable. And like that's how most of us like I didn't know about South Park until I was like well into middle school, and like South Park was like season 6 by then. So like I was missing out. Like, oh, American life is so rad. They got all this cool shit. But it's also kind of funny, like when we moved back to America, and then like seeing like Dragon Ball, I was like, oh, I already seen this episode. Like y'all are like when I moved back, chat, to date myself, they had just started showing the Frieza saga on American TV. Like it was premiering here. I had already watched the Cell saga, so that tells you how much more knowledge I had. I was like, oh, y'all don't know? Oh shit. But I couldn't do it on the reverse. Like there was like just shows and stuff. I'm like, wait, what is this? I don't know what this is. Yeah, I'm just unpacking RE9 right now, so everyone just chill and wait. Yep, fat fingered it. do, 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 do. Oh my god, this is taking so long. Why is this? Ugh. This is taking an age, chat. Like Jesus. I wasn't expecting it to take this long. Now I'm running out of things to say. Like, why couldn't this shit unpack and just like, oh, unlocked at like midnight? My system clock said. Hmm. Yeah, I made the decision to stop streaming on Kick. Um, I don't know. It's just, it's not for me. It's not for me. Like, Kick really, like, yeah, you could probably start off and actually have a Kick career over there. Um, but more than likely, like, you should be bringing your audience from your other thing over to Kick. However, you have your audience. I don't know how most people have audiences nowadays. Like, I mean, I guess like being on TikTok and all that shit. Yeah, but like, that's not for me, chat. Nah. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Mm. I don't know. I mean, I've been on there since the beginning. Like, when Twitter came out, I was on fucking Twitter. I didn't tweet much because I think that's probably it. It's like, oh, like, why would I just share my life like this? I don't see no reason to just be sharing your life like this. Like, yeah, you may say a funny thing in these few characters, but like, that was before, like, it became like 250 and the twit longer, and people were able to put like fucking paragraphs and shit like that on there. Yeah, I remember. I remember you had to tweet before there was an app. You had to tweet using your text messaging, which wasn't free, to put it on Twitter. Like, bruh, like so much shit that's free now wasn't free back in the day. Like text messages, like, oh shit, bruh. Text messages used to be like a quarter a message. A quarter a message. None of y'all motherfuckers know about nights and weekends. Like, bruh, being a teenager with nights and weekends, bruh, you had to wait until like 7 o'clock to try to go and like talk to a girl, some shit like that, so that your phone call was free. So that y'all's phone call was free. And then like you had to get off by like 11. Because like it was weird. It was only free to like during the week, it was like 7 to 11. You have free calls. Like you can talk as much as you want to as many people as you want between 7 and 11. You got 4 hours. Anytime after that, bro, it cost you. You had a set number of minutes. That none of this unlimited bullshit and just being able to just call people and text people and doing all. No, no, no. You had minutes on your phone, and that shit would run out. If you used your phone too much, if you gabbed on the phone too much, you could run out of minutes and not be able to use your phone until 7 o'clock at night. Or if that was like a marketing gimmick for a while, bro. It's like if you used all your minutes and it was a monthly amount of minutes that you had, so you had like 4,000 minutes a month, bruh, that's nothing. And it was like $35 for that shit. You're like, what? Bro, this is like a golden age right now, bro. People complain about the phone now, bro. You used to get nickel and dimed for everything back in the day. Like I lived through all that shit, bro. People complain about kids having phones, like, bruh, like they lucky they got phones, but they also lucky that they ain't got minutes. They can just be on their phone gabbing all the time, which most of them don't just talk on the phone, but like, like, dude. And then some companies like knew that like certain people weren't like hitting that limit. So to be like, oh, well, you can be as you used to not be able to do this. Like, even if you didn't use all your minutes, that was it. This is the amount of minutes you get. You get 4,000 minutes a month. That's it. Oh, I only used 2,000. Well, you should have used those other 2,000, dummy. And then some companies like, nah, you can roll over those minutes. And then like at one like before it was like, oh, you could just roll over all the minutes that you didn't use. So then like people started like because you're not using all of them. So if you're using like on average 2,000 minutes a month, but you got a 4,000 minute plan, that 4,000 the next month turns into 6,000 because you just rolled over. So you still haven't used your other 2,000, and it snowballs like that. So So then they started putting limit caps on like how many rollover minutes you could have. It's like, nah. Because if I'm paying you and then it's like it's free, then like, oh, I'm getting way more minutes than I actually have. Yeah, it's crazy how the phone industry like worked at first. It's like crazy, like minute plans. You can have like 200 messages a month, like, bruh. Like it was maybe it's like, yeah, you could send a text message and a text message call you a dime, or if you had a very bad plan like a quarter, and it was a quarter before it became a dime. Like it was more expensive to send a text message. But it's like it was the gamble, right? It's like, oh, I can send this text message. It's gonna cost me a dime. But that means I don't have to use none of my minutes on my phone. That's why like that was bad. Like if any of y'all know about Nextel's two-way walkie-talkies, that's why that technology was invented. So that you can chirp and walkie-talkie someone without using your minutes, and you didn't have to wait for nights and weekends. But it's like it's everyone knew, bro. It's like you're one or two people. You have an Nextel because you got a bunch of money, so you can have the good Nextel phone that like you can reach anybody, or you had a good Nextel phone because you're a fucking drug dealer. People could just chirp you up with their orders because it's going through walkie-talkie. Like the thing was, is like, well, they don't have these messages saved. It's a walkie-talkie. They have your phone call saved because it still gotta go through a bunch of shit, and they could just record your phone calls. But it's like, hey, you got some product. That was easy enough, and like, bruh, like, I knew so many people that just like they just be chirping all the time and just talking like white boys were like money, just talking like hood rats, talking to their drug dealers. That was always funny. I was like, bruh, you got all this money, and it was like, oh, I knew this one dude, this one rich white boy. He's like a lacrosse player, so you know his family came from money. I don't know why he was in this fuck ass community college trying to make video games or some shit like that. Like, bruh, you love playing Call of Duty and Halo. You ain't making no goddamn game. I don't know. He made it wise enough, but yeah, me and my boys like we had to connect, and like we would buy like regular weight. I would say, like, we buy like half or a zone, or if we got some good money, if we hustle some good money, we be like, hey man, like we did it like twice or three times where you get a QP off like fucking big ass fucking bag. I didn't measure or anything like that because I'm dumb. My trusting in humanity and whatever. Like, bruh, like this much, man. Are you really going to short me on this much weed? Like, I understand you shorting me on like a grind, like like half an ounce or something like that. Because like, oh well, my measurements was just a little off versus yours. But like in my eye, it's more like, bruh, I'm buying a QP off of you. That means I am a customer. All right, I'm not going to bother you until I need some more. Like, you get that, man? Like, don't cheat me because I'm going to come back to you and you're going to get more of my money. I did that at a party one time. Like, there was no fun. I had, like, I think I ran out or I forgot to bring my weed and stuff like that, but I had a gar. Because, like, Or I thought it was like, man, we're going to a party, man. They're gonna have some, man. I'll just roll up for them and shit like that. It's like whatever. There was like one, there was like a couple black dudes, but they were like nerdy black dudes. But there was one hood dude that like all the pretty white girls knew, and this was down in Florida, so like he hood and all that stuff. And I was like, yo, bro, I heard you got some, bro. Let me buy an L off you. Let me buy one blunt off you, one blunt's worth. All right. Let me smoke that shit. If I like it, I'll buy some more off you. If not, hey, it's whatever. He said no. I'm like, bruh, I have to see if you guys some actually good shit or you trying to sell these little white girls some bullshit. And I was mad at that point, man, because like they were ignoring us and shit like that. They had their own little clique at the party and shit like that. I tried to talk to them and they like muscled me out and shit like that. So I was like, whatever. Me and my boy, we were like, man, fuck this shit. I'm gonna go smoke. So I had brought two things of Sprite. I went into the refrigerator, got my two things of Sprite, and walked out of that house. The most dickhead move ever. I'm like, bro, I'm taking my shit. I'm going, bro. Y'all bad hoes. I even told them to their fans, like, man, we over here by ourselves, man. Y'all invited us to this party. Like, we all supposed to be trying to get to know each other. Y'all singling us out. Wish this would hurry up. So I don't want to lose my momentum on chat. I'm trying to be up and play this game at least 4 hours. At least a few hours, man. At the least. Hmm. Should I gotta change my BRB stream? It's not. I don't like it the way it is. Hmm. New image source. Where's the image? Ah, there it is. Image. And bye. Darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Where did I put this? Summer and fall. It's summer and fall. Yeah. And let's see how that looks. Let us play some music. Sorry, YouTube, you're not going to hear this. And if you do hear it, that's a mistake. There we go. So what do you think? Yeah, I like it. Wow, that's fast. That's a fast ass transition. Oh, this that song. Mm. Oh my god, chat. This is almost at 50%. I don't know why this is taking so long to unpack. Like it was already downloaded on my thing, so it's like, why couldn't I just finish like unpacking? Ooh. See, I brought my screen and how dark everything is. Chat, do y'all find the ladies offensive and dopey, dopey and steak eyes? And the ladies are very tasteful, right? I would think so. I'm sorry. Sorry, vertical. Y'all couldn't even see it. Yeah, I think that'd be better down there. But like, yeah. I mean, you see the cowgirl and the son Nico. Oh, never coming home. Never coming home. Never coming home. Bum, bum. Oh, that's good job. Boo-doo-doo-doo. 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 Mm. Oh, that's the photo y'all choose to have of me? Okay. Oh, chat shit. Oh, that sucks for California. PSSR. What the fuck is that? Do 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 do. Hmm. What the hell? Oh, that's cute. Do 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 do. I will be back in the second chat. All right, I'll be back. I'll be back. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Free fly for my God. Uno, dos, tres. Dr. Siko Siko says. Anyway, gotta play that field. Keep it real. Uh-huh, uh-huh. Uh-huh, uh-huh. Uh-huh, uh-huh. Oh my God. We bought vanilla ice. Kick us over the ass. Oh, play that field. Keep it real. You know way. You know ways for you know way. Then say. You know you going to go on Ricky Lake. Do 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 do. He's getting ink done. X was 13, but they made him 31. And he's not quite hit. Uh-huh, uh-huh. See, I don't know why this order thing doesn't stay where it's supposed to stay. Synchro, synchro, synchro. You know we ain't done together anyway. Gotta play that field. Keep it real. Say you know what's going on, Ricky Lake. Yeah, see that dates this. Hey, do that brand new. Hey, let me turn my light back on. The skies led to Tiananmen Square. There's a reason why they were there. The skies are hypnotizing. Television made you blinded. Sitting in my car and waiting for my away from there. Why there's no one there? Simple-minded propaganda. You just blinded. Just sitting in my car and waiting for my God. Waiting for my God. Mhm. I'm just sitting in the car and waiting for my God. All right, but for like real this time.
Truth is, I thought it mattered. I thought that music mattered. But does it bollocks? Not compared to how people matter. I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never gonna keep me down. I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never gonna keep me down. I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never gonna keep me down. I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never gonna keep me down.
global DJs. Paris, London, LA, Chicago, Tokyo, Baghdad, New York. Hear the global DJs. Moscow, Memphis, Cape Town, Dallas, Amsterdam, Boston, Berlin, San Francisco.
If you're going to San Francisco, be sure to wear some flowers in your hair. If you're going to San Francisco, you're gonna meet some chance of people there. In the street, if you're 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 to San Francisco.
Paris, London, LA, Chicago, Tokyo, Baghdad, New York. Hear the global DJs. Moscow, Memphis, Cape Town, Dallas, Amsterdam, Boston, Berlin, San Francisco.
If you're going to San Francisco, be sure to wear some flowers in your hair. If you're going to San Francisco, you're gonna meet some chance of people, some chance of people, some chance of people. In the street, if you're 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 to San Francisco.
San Francisco.
The sound of San Francisco. What a jam. Now, from the city of love and peace, we travel all the way to the East Coast. Please welcome, from deep in the heart of Harlem, Mr. Funk.
Sunshine, there ain't a thing that you can do that's gonna ruin my night. Something about this dizzy dreamer
Oh, hey there, chat. Welcome me back. Yes. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Good old Norris. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's alright. Well, it's like whatever. See how far it takes me. These cookies are the exact way I hate them. Are. That's because I left them out. Paraphilia. What is that? We're at 60%, chat. Yeah, I'm already fat enough as it is, so yeah, it's whatever. Actually, I'm gonna walk.
Open up your eyes and watch the sunrise. One point me have to make clear. Love I go spread on the world, you know. Me love ya comes out of devotion. Rule ya spread to the world. In Trench Town, I'm on my mission.
I don't know how much y'all can hear me, but like, no. That's my feet. I don't make that big. Yeah, I don't know why I sing this song. Like the computer's not even using like it's only using like in total with OBS running, multi-streaming with OBS, and I use X264, so it's using the CPU to encode everything. On OBS itself, I'm using like 18%, and my computer as a whole is using like 30 to 40% of the CPU. It should be lightning. It should be lightning fast. Like you're not even using all your power. You're not using. I'm like, bro, this is a 12-core processor, man. It should be 30%. That means you're using like 3 or like 4. You're using like 4 cores. You're using 8 threads. Like, come on, bro. It should be like way better than that. I mean, my GPU's running at like 30 something percent. It's like it's not really doing anything. There's hardware acceleration on for all the browsers, but like there's nothing but web browser tabs, bruh. They're just instances of like Firefox open or whatever the equivalent is. That's why on like the flat pack version of OBS, like it doesn't have like a Chromium thing to it or something like that. You gotta like add it. No, you can. That's like Wayland doesn't have like a like the Chromium certification or some shit like that. So that's why you gotta like run OBS in a flat pack and tell it to use like nah use the old shit, the X11 shit, which is what it's supposed to fall back on anyway. But it's like no use the version of the old shit and just like fake it. You're like, okay. Why does Wayland, why does it not have like permission to use like Chromium certification? It's weird. It's weird. Yeah, I'm sorry I'm wasting your time, chat. But this the game is wasting my time. I love putting two things that contradict each other together. Like I used to smoke a lot of weed, but I smoke fat ass blunts, right? Shit that'll just like knock you out. But now I'm also drinking like a Red Bull beside it and try and see which side will win. He's just like, it's like drinking like Red Bull and like vodka and shit like that back when like that shit first came out. You're like, woo, fucking drunk and I'm tired, but my body's like wide awake. Like, I'm just raring to go, but I'm so tired and drunk as shit. Oh, look at this. What's the problem, baby? I don't know what happens to Counting Crows. I guess since I don't know, I'm like, I fall out of like bands. Like I listen to their music, and when I listen to music, I listen to their music. And then, but I never like followed on like news and tour dates and stuff like that. 'Cause I don't know, I've been an old motherfucker. I've been taught to be an old motherfucker for a long time. It's like, well, why you gonna go to a concert, man? Because like, you know, you gotta drive all the way there and then drive all the way back. I'm like, if I would have thought about it like back in the day, like, yeah, that's a small price to pay to go and see like a band that I like. Yeah, well. I don't know. I live a very like, oh, I need to do this just so I can do this real quick, and then lose kind of interest in it. Excuse me. He's like, I don't know. Like the kind of job I always wanted was one is like, oh, in the moment I gotta solve a problem, and then that's fun. Then the problem's solved. I get my restitution for it, and then that's it. Then on to the next one. Or help someone out and get paid for it. Like, yo, bro, like I'll help you out, man. Just give me blah 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 blah. Like a vagrant. like a fucking hobo. Well, sir, all I need is a ducats to get myself a square and my bindle. And I am good. I don't know. Like people say, like, oh, if I hit the lottery, I wouldn't tell anyone, but you would know. Well, I guess, yeah, you would know about me, but like, probably not. You're like, oh, you won the lottery and you got all the money. Like, yeah, and so what you doing with it? This? Like, what's this? Not worrying about anything. Like, oh, I owe this one. Go on, take that money. Like, if I had kids, people like, oh, well, I mean, like, you're rich now, so I was like, yeah, I got money, but I'm not like wealthy. I'm not teaching my kids shit. Like, I'd never let my kids know how much money we got. Just like, just like, dad just got money, mom doesn't worry about it. We don't ask questions. All dad's taught us is like, hey, go figure it out for yourself. Because that would totally be me. I'm like, oh, I will help you every step of the way, but you got to figure it out. I'll push you. Give threats. Yeah, but I was figuring if I was a dad, like, yeah. Teach them all the lessons I didn't learn, or things that I wish I would have known when I was like their age. How to win an argument. Different way of thinking. But mainly, I would just want kids just to see the fucking person that they grow up into. Like good, bad, or whatever it is. Like, you know, I would always just love them. Even if like my kid ended up like murdering me or hating me for some reason, I'm like, I love you. You came from my tube. I love you to the day one of us ain't here no more. Yeah, I grew up with a dad was like that. You know, he was understanding. He let me make like all my decisions, good or bad, or whatever. And taught me like, hey, you made that decision. You didn't think this through, and you decided to go do this. If you don't want to do it, hey, you don't want to do it. He's always like, there's nothing I can do to make you do something. I can guide you, but I can't make you do it. Which, yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I got taught to listen. I'm like, oh, you want to do this? Well, you got to figure out how you're going to do it. You want to learn karate? All right. I'll buy all the stuff and stuff like that, but you know, you got to do the practice and all that shit. I be lazy and not do the practice. It's like, oh, well, thank God, because that's the money I'm not paying. like I didn't do too many things that like required my parents to like pay out of pocket for me to keep doing it. I don't know, both of them were in the military. It's not like we didn't have money. Because a lot of times we lived on base, and like, as far as I know, the base don't charge you to live on base. We had to pay electricity and water and stuff like that, but like, you ain't got a rent payment. Like, you know, you gotta get your own food, but I mean, like, they pay you for all that shit. Like, you get a salary so you can get all the stuff for the room that we set up for you, for the house that we set up for you. Or you want to live off base, well, you gotta pay for that yourself. But I think they still, in the military, that still help you out, even if you pay for it by yourself. To like, well, you're near the base, so blah 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 blah. All right, chat. We're almost there. Almost there. Quarter of the way. Quarter of the way. Quarter away. Well, I've been streaming for almost 2 hours. Oh, I probably would have just been up watching YouTube. Anyway, if every streamer that I watch wasn't already playing the game that I want to play. I want to play it for y'all. The 2 people that watch me. I love you. Do 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 do. Whatever. No one's on the right side of history when it comes to like what people eat. All right. It's like, hey, if you don't eat the flesh of the animal and you just eat the flesh of the vegetables, one and all, like, hey, don't condemn me just because like I'm fulfilling the animal part of me. Because we also eat living things. Things used to be alive and now it's dead. That goes for animals and plants. Plants used to be alive, then what? You pull them out the ground or do this or do that to them, and it's like, you know, cook them up and whatnot, and then you eat them. That plant was alive, and then you murdered it. as they like to put it, you murdered it and then you fed it to yourself. So it's like, yeah, they're like, meat is murder. Like, yeah, so is being a vegetarian, okay? Like, let's be honest. Well, plants don't think. You don't know that. No one knows that. Just because a plant doesn't live the same kind of thing as, like, you know, a meat mammal, doesn't mean that it's any less a life. It's alive. It grows from tiny to big and stuff like that, and then it reproduces. It's all the same. It's all the same. Don't condemn me for eating cow when you eat plants. Okay, those plants were alive just like anything else. Especially when you use stuff like spices and stuff like that. Like, those are plants that are like made to not be eaten, and you go on, and because of our pain tolerance, you're like, yeah, I'm gonna eat this anyway. Yeah, it's all the same. Like, oh, that cow knew its mother. Like, and so what? It doesn't count that the plants didn't know theirs. That doesn't matter. Especially the amount of things that you have to kill so that you can have enough plants for plant life for yourself. You gotta kill or deter other animals, and if they can't eat your plants, maybe they can't find any more plants in the wild that they eat. Hey, and you essentially starve them. Why? Because you made your shit so that they can't eat it. Bugs included. You know. Another thing, so like, you know, you gotta kill a lot to have a vegetable lifestyle. That's all I gotta say. Hey, you didn't know people is better than other people. When push comes to stuff, like, oh, I don't feel right eating this thing with eyes. I'm gonna eat this thing without eyes. How does that make it right? Thicket, ugh. Someone put thicket in ramen, ugh. Oh, that's. I don't know. I guess a thick ramen isn't such a bad thing. Like, you know, the broth is covered in noodles. But oof. Like purposely thick? Like instant ramen? Oof. Okay, you're still at 74? What are you doing? Yeah, I'm a pop music junkie. I like what's on the radio most of the time. I mean, it's popular for a reason, but like, yeah, like even if it's manufactured, it's like, oh, someone figured out how to manufacture something that enough people, the majority will like. That's talent in and of itself. And then it gets embedded in your brain. Some people can remember the year it came out. I'm not one of those people like, oh yeah, I remember that. What year did that come out? Oh, you mean? I know. I can kind of pinpoint it to around what age I was when something was around. So then I just got to do maths. But the truth and lies of numbers, like the date's the biggest lie of all. Like, it's 2/27, 2026. 2026 what? Since when? Christ was born before the Common Era? Like Like, why is our like? I know why our date system is like that, but it's like, why is it like that? Why did like modernity start that? Because I don't think the whoever invented dates was like started it with like Jesus's birth and like, oh yeah, yeah, that's the first actual year. The year of Christ started. Christ's reign started here, and he's been reigning, if you go by the numbers, like for 2026 years. He's born, he died, blah blah blah. Since he's in a spiritual immortal being, he's been reigning as King of Kings for that long. It makes sense. But then you add all this science gobbledygook. The Earth is 4 billion years old. I'm like, what? Then what's the calendar like that like? What's that calendar system? It's like 4 billion, blah blah blah, blah blah blah, 2026. Like if you can date the Earth just great enough, like we learned that the Earth was fully massed on a Tuesday. And like, when do you start how old the Earth is? It's like when whatever mass was large enough to start gathering all the other shit towards it. Is that what you base it off of? So I slightly like the Doctor Who explanation. Well, I like it as a theory that like a spaceship is like at the center of the Earth because it was the largest mass when the solar system was being formed. So that's where all the dust and rocks and all that stuff gravitated towards too. Back just feels tight. Like this feels good, but ugh. I'm watching Eater Eater. Ugh. Like bad traffic. Ugh.
Some people just get food. Some people get schooled. Some people get outlawed.
What is that? A dick? Is that foreskin?
But in front of the Almighty God, we're all the same. We're all God's children. And we are the parents, so we must be the fathers of the children that's going up. So we have a brand new love generation. Love generation. Come on.
What did you eat, Shane? Penis frites. Yep. You ate a dick, my dude. French fried bull dick. Bull piss. Oh. For piss up my nizzle or what? How are you allowed to get away with that? It's a tough penis. It's a tough penis to swallow.
From Jamaica to the world, it's just love. It's just love.
What? Oh. To all the haters that told me to eat a dick over the years. Well, I've eaten a dick. Oh, he doesn't feel good about himself at all. He's kind of nutty. Olivia, as a girl, you shouldn't be saying that penis tastes good. It's not fun. She said it feels like Florida in there.
Don't worry about a thing, gonna be alright. Don't worry about a thing, gonna be alright. Don't worry about a thing, gonna be alright. Gonna be alright. It's our love, you know. It's our love. From I and I to everyone. Got to help. Well, we got to help, yeah. There's no need to cry, yeah. Got to help. Well, we got to help, yeah. Got to
Sabaro, she had Sabaro and she ain't had to eat a dick.
hooked up on what you see. 'Cause the great
Oh, that's hilarious.
reality
Like, bruh, you had to eat penis.
shit of love. Come on, that shit of hope. Come on, that shit of dreams.
She doing? Oh, why are you stuck?
You know what I'm talking about? Ooh, yeah. It's our love, you know.
What? No, you better not be stuck. Chad, I might just play this in the morning tomorrow, but it's gonna be scary because it's not the middle of the night.
This love we're always searching for.
Well, it wasn't human dick, bruh.
Our selfish thoughts. Too much kids in the streets.
Like, at least it wasn't that. I think that'd be far, far worse. Like, oh no, this is like a weird, real dude's swans. Like,
Got to seek.
why are you subjecting me to cannibalism?
This love. This love's on me. Gotta give the children a future. Some kind of hope. Can't leave them out in the cold. Fighting for riches get real old. I wanna see a sunshine. Wanna see what's on your mind. We gotta give hope. Gotta believe. We gotta receive the love. We got to give that.
The secret is in Tannissar. Do we need to be in Tannissar?
We got to live it. Gotta live that love. Talking about
Oh, wow, chat. 30 minutes just kind of went by.
what you see.
I didn't even realize.
The greatest thing.
I need to get back on my routine. I need to get back on a lot of routines. I need to go for a nice 30-minute walk right in the morning. I mean, that's at least what they tell the 600-pound life people, bro. Like, hey, take a 30-minute walk in the morning, take a 30-minute walk at night. Start doing that every day. Hey, you'll see the weight shift. It doesn't take off that much, but like, you know, but like when you start walking, you kind of want to move around and do other activities with your body because it's just your legs. I mean, walking is a whole body workout. I mean, you're carrying your whole weight in like a balanced position. So like, you know, the legs are strong as muscles. Carrying your whole body weight all your life, like almost practically. Not the full thing, but like 75% of it. I mean, unless your legs are carrying their own weight as well. If you want to add that into it. But how do you... I don't know, I guess it's just the logistics of it. What are you downloading? Why is this taking so long to download?
Have a good time in your life till we see you again. We're reaching to Mount Zion, playing with a lion.
You're a liar. Say there's like 8 minutes, 7 minutes left. You're a big fibber. Melancholy. What you talking about? There's at least one concurrent viewer. Blood sports of the future should be played like looter shooter video games or extraction games. Timmy, why is your source 930p? Why do you have this fuck ass source? Like, it's not even 1080. It's 936 by p by 60. What the fuck is this, Tim? Hmm. Let me set up this night part. Can I just log in? Ba 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 da da da. Ba da ba ba ba. Feel like you sounds better with you. I gotta change that. Update that night, what? I don't know why that's hard for me. Better with you. Uh, okay. Yeah, let's pin that there. Music sounds better with you. Why can I not pin this? No, I want to pin this. Why can I not pin this? What? What do you mean? Do you still hear? No, okay. Oh shit, it is playing. Why is that music playing? That shouldn't be playing. Why is that music playing? That shouldn't be playing. Why is that playing? No, you're ruining everything. Oh, why is there music? Why is there music? Shouldn't be any music on that channel. Yeah, there shouldn't be music on that channel. Why is there music on that channel? Why is there music on that channel? There shouldn't be. There shouldn't be music on the fucking. There's no music on the other one. Why is there music on this one? Why is there music on this? I don't understand why there's music on this. I don't know why there's music on. It shouldn't be. It shouldn't be. Yeah, fuck it. Don't turn it off. Oh wait, no. But I need it. Shit. I don't get it. Why is there music on it? It used to be never be music on this before. Why is there music on here now? Like, is this thing just dumb? Like, why is it this dumb? It shouldn't be this dumb.
I was led astray the day you walked away. You were the clock that was ticking in my home. Changed my state of mind. When love's so hard to find. Your feelings changed like the weather.
I got.
Went from clear to gray. All that night and day. How can I go on without falling apart? Love's so hard to find. When someone's on your mind. Listen, baby. Your wish is my command. Baby, won't you understand?
I don't know why music is playing. It's making this is pissing me off.
Can I do to make my baby understand? Something tells me that I'm dreaming. I can see his head waving unaware of problems that have a tendency to keep the truth from far from our minds. You need someone you can believe in.
I don't know why music is playing on this.
Trust me, I'll be there. The road that leads to heaven can be so steep. I will help you climb. Change your state of mind. Listen, baby. Your wish is my command.
Atom vertical.
Won't you understand that your wish is my command? What can I do to make my baby understand? Your wish is my command. Baby, won't you understand that your wish is my command?
Okay. That led me nowhere. You led me nowhere. Yes. Screw the switch, you can add an option, add an extra track. Alright. Vertical plugin default. By default, will use the same setting as your main encoders. Your main OBS settings have audio track 1 setting. You have use main OBS settings setting. Yeah. First means only lets you pick a single track to output as that's the default that most streaming websites will support. Yeah. Yeah. Editorial pianist. To the recording, streaming coders, and role playing to track the. Yeah, I unchecked the main thing and it still is playing through. Wait a minute. Oh, I'm fucking dumb, chat. I'm fucking dumb. Oh, I'm so dumb. Oh, so fucking dumb. I am so dumb. I got it backwards. But I thought I changed that. Okay, I don't hear any music anymore. Okay. Please don't take down my stream, even though I've been doing it for like over 2 hours. Please, YouTube, don't take down my stream. I think that's that part of the stream's gonna get unlisted anyway. No, he hasn't added it. Okay, it's not doing it anymore. The only thing I ever ask of you, and I promise not to stop when I say when. You're a fucking liar. This thing just said 3 hours, chat. You know what? It's at 88% and it's saying 3 hours. It said moments ago it's like 7 minutes left. What the fuck? What the fuck? I hate this so much. I just wanted to play Resident Evil Requiem, bro. That's all I wanted to do. I didn't want to do much else. I just wanted to play RE4 Requiem. And I can't. I can and I want to so bad. Yeah, why don't I just set that to ultra fast? I don't care if my CPU's got to work hard. It's got to do its job just like everybody else. Again. Only thing. Yeah. I miss when Foo Fighters first came out. They were doing like weird ass videos and stuff like that. Yeah, now their drummer's dead and Dave Grohl isn't as upstanding as everyone thought he was. But hey, still good music. I don't care. Like, oh, he got some girl pregnant and then he had a baby outside his marriage. Oh, well, that's a Dave Grohl problem. That's not my problem. That's a Dave Grohl problem. That's for Dave Grohl to figure out. What do I care? Like with the Lord being a rock star, that seems par for the course. I'm surprised he don't have more franchises. Like talking about, it's not a sight on him. It's whatever his home life is, and he's on the road. He's like, I don't know what happened there. He may have gotten drunk and like in the drunken haze, like, oh yeah, that's right, I'm married or whatever. I don't know what happened. And to be perfectly honest, I don't care. I don't care. Even if Dave Grohl was preaching about being super faithful and all that stuff and never being tempted or cheating or whatever, like I probably still wouldn't care. I'd be like, oh, you said a bunch of shit out of your neck and you didn't live up to who you are. Oh, okay. But you still make bomb ass music, right? Okay. So I can look past that shit. You ain't. He hurt his wife. He didn't hurt me. You don't know. I don't know. I ain't heard anything about them like getting a divorce because of it or something like that. His kids gotta have siblings. Oh well. Can't do anything about it. Little motherfucker exists. Am I gonna tell Dave Grohl different? No. And why would I? Do 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 do. Forever hand in hand is taking falling down. Yeah, I don't know why this game is taking so long to install. It should not take this long to install. Ha 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 ha. Probably the worst thing ever to like pause it and shit like that, but I need to get this thing going. Like, what are y'all putting on my computer? Like, he's running about like 70. Oh, I've been walking for an hour. Just about. Mm, 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 mm. I don't know how I did that, but I was like, oh. Because it's like two is for everything. Well, one is everything, and bruh, they made a reboot of like, ooh, they should make a remix of the Mighty Ducks. That'd be cool as shit. Mighty Ducks reunion. And the one, not my song. Uh, uh, uh. I wonder, would an old school PS2 look good on OLED? It probably would. Ah, the golden age of video games, bro. When they were just coming out with banger after banger after banger, bro. All the consoles, man. When there was an actual console war, and hardware game companies were trying to be innovative. They make their own chipset and stuff like that. You know, these are like, no, no, no. We think we need this to be able to run games better or something like that. And I think they mainly got it from like, well, a bunch of them asked Sony to make. Well, the game developers didn't ask Sony to make it, but it's like they kind of did, they kind of didn't. It's like, if you keep on hollering about hardware limitations, like, oh well, then let's give you the best hardware that you can. We'll make the best one, and yeah, cell processors and stuff like that. The PS, emotion engines and shit like that. Bruh, it's like when the chipsets had names, like cool ass names like that. The cell engine, the emotion engine. I don't know what the Xbox one was called. I don't think it had a fancy name. I think it's just because it was Intel or some shit like that. Because Xbox will always be kind of like a gaming PC in the form of a console. So it's like, yeah, we just use PC parts. Sony and like Nintendo was like, no, we got to make up our own chips. That way, if they do that, it's only proprietary in the game. So developers can use it to its full power. It's not like a computer. It's not built that way. But like a PS3 with a cell engine, you can run it like a PC. It's like even like you used to be able to put Linux on it. Like if you wanted to. Like no one cared until like they jailbroke it. And like, oh, you figured out our software. So I guess, in a way it would let you control PlayStations and shit like that, like in computer, because like you knew like the hardware code. Like I just wanted them to like make they like don't use shit that we have now. Make shit that innovates. It's like oh, like make something so that like PCs have to like catch up to that shit, or they're like, well, the only way that you could have gotten this was if it was on PC. These PC have dedicated graphics. Like most game consoles, it's an APU. It has a CPU and a GPU attached to it into one chip. That's amazing for some of the way the games look and shit like that. You know, back when like games cared about physics and shit like that, making stuff act as close to real life as possible. I don't care about anything looking like real life per se, like unless it's specifically supposed to be like a realism like that. Even though like people like that can't hit that uncanny valley thing, or it's just like, ooh. But it's like the physics of stuff. Like, oh, this thing hit this, so it's gonna react this way. Oh, God of War looks alright. Yeah, God of War and God of War 2 were like one of the first few games that hit like, the 30 frame per second and like 60 frame per second barrier. People don't remember that shit. Games used to be just 24 FPS locked. It wasn't even 30. It was like 24. It's like, oh, what the human eye can see, that's what they were locked at. You know, and back in the day, people were like, well, you can't see past that shit. So why would you not? Nah, we started training ourselves to see past that shit. Like, oh, you see how ultra smooth, like higher frame rates can be. And they're like, oh, like I don't know if everyone else was like it, but like first time I ever saw like high FPS, like 100 something or 60 frames, like especially 60 frames, I was like, oh, that shit moving really fast. Like I noticed how smooth it was, but it was like it's also like the speed at which everything was like moving. Like, oh, this shit is like a lot faster. But it's like when you notice something's moving faster, you also notice how smooth it is. Are you really gonna take 3 hours? Well, chat, I'm gonna go. I drunk that Red Bull for no fucking reason. I really did. Um, I will see y'all tomorrow, bright and early. I'm playing RE9 all day. All day. It's gonna be a Friday. It's an RE9 weekend. On play, 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 play. All right, so I'll catch y'all later. Thank you for being here with me while I ran and wait for this thing to download. And I bet you the second I stop streaming, it's gonna go zip and like be done. Which is why I'm gonna hate so much, so much. But yeah, y'all take it easy. Y'all have a good day. Please like, comment, subscribe, follow the channel. Yeah. And I love you. All right. Till next time, chat. Yeah. Catch me in the mornings or the evenings. Like around noon. All right. I love y'all. Bye.